1962, Delaware. A year that would etch itself into the annals of American scientific history, not for its groundbreaking discoveries or pioneering research, but for an experiment so peculiar, so utterly bizarre, that it continues to defy explanation to this day. Welcome to Delaware's Forgotten Time Warp, unveiling a bizarre experiment. The year was 1962, and the United States government had recently established the Defense Atomic Support Agency, an agency tasked with harnessing the power of nuclear technology for national defense purposes. But in the quiet town of Newark, Delaware, something far more intriguing than atomic warheads was taking shape. Dr. Rexford B. Cooper, a respected physicist and researcher at the University of Delaware, had been secretly collaborating with NASA on an experiment so unusual that even he couldn't have predicted its outcome. Dubbed Project Chiron, this top-secret initiative aimed to manipulate time itself using cutting-edge nuclear technology. Now, you might be thinking, time travel? Surely this is the stuff of science fiction. But I assure you, Project Chiron was very real, and its ambitious goal was documented in declassified DASA files from the period. The files reveal that Dr. Cooper and his team believed they could create a temporal vortex, a short-lived wormhole capable of transporting objects back and forth through time. The team worked tirelessly, constructing a complex array of nuclear reactors and electromagnetic coils in an isolated underground laboratory. Their efforts culminated in a fateful day in October 1962 when they initiated a series of high-energy experiments, pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible. But something went horribly wrong. The lab was plunged into chaos as a brilliant flash lit up the facility, followed by an explosion that shook the very foundations of the underground complex. When the dust settled, Dr. Cooper and his team were nowhere to be found. The incident was swiftly covered up, with military personnel sealing off the lab and confiscating all records related to Project Chiron. The official explanation? A catastrophic reactor failure. But those who knew Dr. Cooper and the nature of his work couldn't help but wonder if something far more sinister had occurred. In the years that followed, whispers of a time warp hidden beneath the unassuming town of Newark began to circulate among the scientific community. Yet despite numerous attempts to uncover the truth, Project Chiron remained shrouded in mystery, its secrets locked away behind layers of government secrecy and bureaucracy. Today, more than half a century later, Delaware's forgotten time warp continues to captivate and confound scientists and historians alike. The questions surrounding that fateful day in 1962 linger like an unscratchable itch. What really happened in that underground lab? And, perhaps most intriguingly, where are Dr. Crown's lab? Cooper and his team? As we delve deeper into the strange case of Delaware's lost lab, one thing becomes clear: the truth is far more complex and fascinating than anyone could have imagined. Join us as we continue to explore this enigma, guided by the principles of genuine inquiry and scientific rigor, in our quest to uncover what truly transpired in that fateful Delaware laboratory. The central figures in our tale are two men who, on the surface, could not be more different. Dr. Clayton W. Cooper, a brilliant and unconventional scientist, was known for his eccentricities and groundbreaking work in the field of electromagnetism. On the other hand, we have Mr. Dudley E. Sharp, a high-ranking government official with a reputation for being a shrewd bureaucrat. Dr. Cooper, a graduate of MIT, began his career as a research scientist at General Electric in 1928. His work on electromagnetic propulsion systems quickly gained recognition within the scientific community. However, his unorthodox methods and refusal to conform to GE's rigid corporate structure led to his departure from the company in the early 1940s. Undeterred, Dr. Cooper established his private laboratory in Delaware, where he continued to explore the frontiers of electromagnetism, largely funded by a series of mysterious benefactors. Meanwhile, Mr. Sharp was climbing the ranks of the United States government. In 1942, he became the assistant director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, where he would remain until 1955. During his tenure at the FBI, Sharp developed a reputation for his aggressive approach to national security and his close ties with various military intelligence agencies. The connection between these two men remains unclear, but what is known is